Peter Voogd, founder of RealVIPSuccess.com and creator of the Game Changer System for Excellence. Now today we're going to talk about something that I think is not talked about enough that can make a profound difference in your future success and goals. You know those quotes that kind of stick with you that you don't forget and that have a big impact on your perspective of success and really how you approach day-to-day life? One of mine that made a really big difference in my mindset and my business results a couple years ago was one by Tracy. And he said the only real limitations somebody has are those they place in their own mind. And I realized that all limitations I was having that were kind of stopping me from taking action were limitations I was creating based on my past or based on my lack of confidence in that area. And it makes me think about the stat I brought up a couple videos ago, the stats. 60% of college students can't find work in their field. 71% of people hate what they do and are actively disengaged at work. And at age 65, 69% of people are dependent on relatives, charities, and friends, and 29% are still working, which is 2% of people actually dependent and really financially free at that age. I'm really big on differentiating yourself. And you have to figure out, if you want to succeed, what separates you from most people, what makes you different. And I will tell you, a huge way to separate yourself from the majority is to get out of your own way and to shatter your limitations and beliefs. Well, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today. And it's made a profound difference for thousands of people, and especially myself. So I have 4 questions to ask yourself, which will teach you how to get rid of limitations. And it's worked for a lot of people, and you must apply it consistently to every single day situations, and it'll really help. Once a limiting thought enters your mind, the first question you ask yourself is this limitation or thought true? Are you for sure this thought is true? Now, the second, and usually it's no. The second question you ask yourself is, do you have all the information you need to make sure that assumption is true, or is it just based on your past fears? Do you have all the perspectives you need? Do you have all the facts? Have you gathered all the information to make sure without a shadow of a doubt that that thought is true? Now, the answer usually is no. And what hurts your limiting thoughts is your limiting thoughts are not being investigated. So let me give you some examples, okay? I need a college degree to become successful. That one's definitely thrown away these last couple of years. You definitely don't need a college degree. I've had a bad upbringing or a rough past. I don't have enough experience. I'm not a salesperson. I can't write a book because I can't concentrate. Whatever yours are, you have to realize that if you investigate them and really, really understand that they're just false, you'll start to have empowering thoughts versus negative ones. So third question, how do you feel when you believe that thought? What do you think about when you have that thought? Does it excite you? Does it piss you off? Does it frustrate you? How would you feel, behave, and live if you didn't have that negative belief? And the last question is, if that thought didn't exist, how would you feel? Would you take different action? Would you live a different way? Would you set bigger goals? I want you to think about that. If that thought didn't exist, how would you live? How would you behave? And would you live a different life if you really didn't have those limiting beliefs? You see, the difference between fear and faith is really nothing. They are both made up. But faith actually gives you possibilities, and it's desire that really creates the ultimate life. And that comes from really getting clear on what you want and getting focused on the things that excite you and then believing they're possible. So I challenge you to focus on what you want, not what you have to do to get there, because that'll become evident once you strengthen your perspective and your mindset. And also, when you continually grow, you start to strengthen that confidence in yourself. That's how I make these videos, so you can continue to grow and invest in yourself. Now, once you do this, it will start to unfold a power of your potential. You now have no excuses or limiting beliefs. And once you get rid of those, you'll see a profound difference in your attitude, your success, and your mindset as well. Now, the things that are holding you back from pursuing your dreams, you need to make a decision on right now to really change them for you. Okay? So take those seriously and ask those questions. Put them consistently into your daily life when a limiting belief comes up, and you'll see a big change. Pay it forward if you feel like this would help somebody, and I appreciate you for watching. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.